continuing on this hype train for James Gunn's Superman movie is going to be one of the things that I'm very excited about. As probably you can tell, that there's more Superman content to come along in here, mostly in July, but a little bit of this month as well too. And we're going to get very bizarre with this review because there is no better way to sum up Superman and Lois Season 2 rather than just saying that this series is season 2 specifically, is bizarre. Like, Season 1, basically was setting up Superman, setting up this whole new universe. Season 2 is where things get fucking shit-sane and crazy. Green geeks and nerds, I'm Lazy Universe and White and Nerdy, and yes, we're reviewing Superman and Lois Season 2, so if nobody has seen my Season 1 review yet, you might want to skip out. So if nobody has seen my Season 1 review of Superman and Lois, and yet you want to watch this review, just be forewarned that there will be some slight spoilers involved in it for some people. Now I just want to point this out before I go any further, is that if anyone has heart problems, eye problems, or epileptic or anything, please note that don't continue watching this review. There's going to be lots of flashing lights, especially bright flashing lights in most of these clips that I'm probably going to use in this review. So if you listen to it as a podcast, that's perfectly fine. But I just don't want to give anyone an epileptic seizure or an attack of any variety or irritate people's eyes to no end. So please, if you have any of these health problems, tune out of this review now. You'd be doing me a big favor, and I don't have to worry about anybody going into the hospital because of my own mistake. So please, for your own health and safety, if you have one of these health problems, please tune out of the video now. I'm just warning you because I care. So, like I said, Superman and Lois is basically different than the first season. A lot different. See, the first season when I reviewed it, which I'll pin in the comments down below where you can go and find that review, I said that season 1 was a little bit boring because they kind of missed the point of what Superman was supposed to mean. Mostly they wanted him to be a father and loving husband to Lois, Jordan, and Jonathan. Fair point and everything. But season 2 is where shit just hits the fan, and it gets really bizarre. And I do mean that. So imagine me getting these for my 30th birthday to kind of check out the series and see how it is firsthand. And season 2 was the first one that I got because there was a mix up with the delivery or whatever with season 1. So this was my first introduction into Superman and Lois. Yes, I did enjoy it. And also, what in the world did I just watch? What in the holy mother of hell did I just go through? What was all this? To be fair in point, I mean, this is a wonderful and terrific series, but especially with season 2, this is where things get really weird and really bizarre, so just hang with me as I'm going to discuss this series. So I'm not going to go over every single character in the series because there are too many to basically name and mention, and yes, the main focus of the series mostly is Jordan, who inherits Superman's abilities, until John does in season 4. Thank you, Internet, for spoiling that for me. Well, I knew it was going to happen, but thank you, Internet, for spoiling that for me. But, without further ado, let's see just how bizarre and weird that we can get with Superman and Lois Season 2. And again, epileptic warning and bright flashing light warning for people, so I'm warning you again just so we get this cleared and out of the way. So let's talk about Superman and Lois Season 2. After so many months has passed, Superman is still the world protector and world savior, and he's been doing quite a good job for the past 20 plus years that he's been in service as Superman. When suddenly Superman keeps being attacked by images flashing lights in his head, he keeps getting headaches, kind of like seizure-like phenomenon, and yet he doesn't know what's going on with him truthfully. But for Superman, being the world's most powerful superhero, this means that he is also the world's most powerful threat, and if he loses control, he could destroy the world. As while Superman tries to go out and save the world, he unfortunately can't because of the seizure-like phenomenon that he keeps experiencing, and what's worse, they change his attitude for the worse.
I want to marry her, Dad! You don't know that. Yes, I do! People like that. Okay, well, I should have been the one out there. Like this. Jonathan, get out of here. Don't! This was different! Oh.
Boys, go upstairs. We'll talk about this later. Now. Clark, look at me. You need to calm down.
The reason why Superman is experiencing these phenomenons is because of Bizzaro, Superman's longtime enemy and clone of Superman, but not in this series. In the Bizzaro world, Superman is a known celebrity. His secret identity is known, and he lives it up in the Bizzaro world as a celebrity and the celebrity of Kal-El. As for Superman in this reality, the world revolves around him, so Bizzaro lives off of the fame and fortune that he doesn't have on his other counterpart, Superman. But they wanted to give Bizzaro a lot of heart in this series, make him an identifiable character, and with Bizzaro, you will relate to him in ways you never thought possible. And Bizzaro still had the spirit of a superhero when he stopped to try to save Superman and his brother from being attacked by the evil corporate Mr. Governor Anderson.
I'm sorry. I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Now, I'll admit this right off the bat. Bizzaro is one of my favorite Superman villains, as he is a clone of Superman. An imperfect clone, but a clone nonetheless. He's always so confused about doing what's right, except for him, right is wrong. So whereas Superman would save like a burning building, Bizzaro would continue to light the building on fire until it burns into a crisp pile of ash. He tries to mean well and do well, but at the same time, Bizzaro is just nothing short of a clone of Superman. And the only reason why he's backwards is because he's imperfect. He was an idea that became an imperfect clone. Here, the idea was really kind of dumb in my opinion, as I am a fan of the imperfect clone of Superman. And also, this series with the Bizzaro world had everybody speaking backwards. So they took a note from Teen Titans Go, the episode with Nybor. Great! Couldn't take an example from Lois and Clark in New Adventures of Superman with the episode Batman, which was technically Bizzaro. Couldn't take a note from Superman the Animated Series. Nope. Had to do something new and different, which wasn't a good idea. But I will say this. Bizzaro is a character in this that has a lot of heart behind him, and you will identify with him. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but there is a reason why Bizzaro gets his pale skin in this, and you will feel for the guy. I will just say this. He's a man, unlike Superman, who kind of lost everything. That's all I'm going to point out to you there. And yes, in the Bizzaro world, John, instead of Jordan, gets his superpowers. But like I said, the internet already spoiled that for me. I knew John Kent would get his superpowers eventually in the series, but thank you, internet, for spoiling that for me. Over and over and over again. Thank you. Although it was nice to see a parody or influence version of the Connor Kent Superboy costume. Nice job. But there is another weird supervillain in this. Oh yes, there's a weird one in this. And believe it or not, this character is the Parasite. And this is a kind of unique, but also weird as fuck choice for this idea of supervillain. Because in Superman and Lois Season 2, they introduced the Parasite. Now, you might be thinking it might be that awesome Parasite that basically likes to steal Superman's powers. Nope. This Parasite is instead a crazy fucking cult leader.
Oh, no.
If this is some kind of practical joke, it's not funny. And I know funny. I'm a clownfish.
This series could have had one of my most favorite and underrated Superman villains. The problem is, they decided not to do that and instead changed Parasite for the worse. Parasite is called Parasite for good reason because he feeds off of other people's powers, thus making him one of the most dangerous threats upon Superman's arsenal that he could ever face. Parasite is just a dangerous villain to consider for Superman, somebody who feeds off of other people's energies or other people's powers, and yet the series fucks it up. Instead, Parasite is Dr. Ellie Alston, a crazy cult leader who believes that people should join their future or shadow selves in order to become completely whole. And she believes that humans are imperfect, that in order for them to become perfect, that they'd have to join the other world, the Bizzaro world, and join their true self. Which, thanks to a magical necklace that she has, it ends up true, that she actually becomes the parasite of this world, in order to join the other two worlds. And very much like the parasite himself, she's able to steal Superman's abilities. In fact, she actually ends up doing so and almost kills the Man of Steel and all of his superpowers.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
Yes, the strange decision to make Parasite into whatever that she is in this version, I'm not a big fan of. Truthfully, I like the more power-stealing Parasite. I do like the idea of when she strips Superman's own powers, something that Parasite is capable of doing in the comic books and also in most animated incarnations. It was actually pretty wonderful to actually see that happen here. But unfortunately, the whole crazy cultist idea and whatnot was really the thing that made me go, really? Really, Superman and Lois? This is your idea to introduce the Parasite into the CW DC universe? Why? Did somebody really want a crazy cultist as the Parasite? I mean, seriously, why? But I know what most of you are probably thinking. Is Tyler Hoechlin one of your favorite Supermans? In season 1, not really. I didn't really get the feel of him as either Superman or Clark Kent. In season 1, he was more Clark Kent than Superman, so he kind of gave me the vibe more of like, he's almost like the perfect Clark Kent in my opinion. But when rewatching the series to do this review, I am happy to say that Tyler Hoechlin honestly became one of my favorite Supermans. As this is a Superman, very much like my favorite one himself, one that you can look up to up in the sky. But that's not the only reason why Tyler Hoechlin became my favorite Superman in this series. Yes, oh my